He's probably going to come up here and sit right by us. Yes, you're going to attend the interview, right, Linky? So, he's a nice cat. He's a very nice cat. My name is Margaret Moffett, and I've lived in this complex for about 30 years. I've been retired almost 10. I'm retired from the fire department, and we have right now 6 cats. So, I mean, Voldy and Mama, I'm assuming are about 12 years old, maybe a little older. These other 2 are 2 years, 2.5 years. And then the others are in between, 7, 8, you know. Time goes so fast I don't realize how old they really are. And then there was another cat, Baby, that was Mama's kitten. And the other cats wouldn't let her stay. They didn't hurt her, but they were aggressive to keep her away. And one day she just disappeared. But I never heard that anything had happened. You know, I didn't hear about any little bodies being found. And so I just like to think maybe she found a home. I don't know. Well, they're affectionate. You know, even though they won't let me pet them, they're affectionate. And you've seen them. They follow me around. Which in a way I feel kind of guilty. I know they want to come in, but I can't take them in. And I'm actually allergic to cats, so, you know, I couldn't take them all in anyway. But he's a problem, because he goes after birds. And I try to stop that, but he does do that. And, but they're company. They actually are company. Now, here comes, speaking of the company, here comes Voldy. Now see how fat he is? He used to be in very good shape. Finally, I was able to get shelters for them. So they have a shelter in the winter. They can go in these shelters, which are really deck boxes, big plastic boxes that I've chosen because they blend in, and they're lined with styrofoam, also mylar paper, which reflects their heat, and then straw, and they use them. Actually, one of my first cats that I got was from a fire. I was an investigator, and I was in this building, abandoned building in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, and this young man was like the super there. And this cat was walking around, and I said, "Oh, what a beautiful cat. Well, you know, what are you doing?" "Oh, my girlfriend won't let the cat live with us, so I keep her here in this big apartment building." So I said, "Well, what are you going to do with that cat?" He said, "Well, I'm looking for a home for it." And this was shortly after my mother had passed away. And I thought it might be kind of nice for my dad to have a pet. And I said, "I'll take her." And that was my first cat, Claudie. And I took her, and she lived with my dad, and then till he passed away, and then she lived with me until she passed away. But in the meantime, we had outdoor cats that I would take care of, and my dad would, and they were company to him. They would wait for him when he would come home from the bar. You know, my dad is an old Irish guy, would go down to the local bar, and they'd be waiting for him at the corner. And the idea of cats here was not a very popular thing, but gradually people became accustomed to them. And these cats here are quite accustomed to the people here in the garden. And they come to our events. When we have events, they'll be sitting around. The children love them, but of course they don't really like the children. I mean, they don't do anything to them, but they run away. Cats live, my cats, 17 years, 20 years. I mean, usually they don't live that long if they live outside. But if they have cat food and they're taken care of every day, they can live a long time.
What is your favorite quality about yourself?
Me? I think that I'm how do I say it? I think I pretty much responsible for myself. Try to uh, try to take care of. I'm fairly independent. Well, I'm very independent actually, but I try to make the most of that, you know. And I think, it's funny, when I was applying for a position at my job, they had to ask for different qualities, and one of the qualities I said was that I had integrity, which I think I do. But and I'm empathetic. I'm empathetic to people and animals. And a lot of times you can help animals more than you can help people, because animals accept it. People can be kind of stubborn or won't let you do things for them. Although I do help people too, even in this complex.